Hey guys, it's Legendaray here, and today we are going to be talking about the top 5 free-to-play decks to get you to Legendary Arena or Arena 12. All these decks, well except for one, are mainly commons and rares, so you can continually request them and level them up to high levels, thus allowing you to push up much higher in trophies far past Arena 12. So without further ado guys, let's get right into the video. So at number 5, we have the classic Mortar Cycle deck. Now, no, Mortar Cycle is not dead, but yes, it will be much harder to use after the Mortar nerf. But anyways, the point of this deck is to constantly chip at your opponent's tower with the Mortar and then bring it down to spell cycle range. Also, certain matchups, you can just completely focus on Rocket Cycle. This deck can be super effective and would have been much higher on the list if not for the Mortar nerf. In number 4, we have the Mortar Bait deck. This deck again is ranked a bit lower because of the Mortar nerf. Now, if you can tell, this deck is a combination of Mortar and Bait. This means that you'll need to master both Bait and Mortar to play this deck well. You can play this deck obviously in two main ways. Against something such as tank, such as a Golem, you obviously want to play more Bait because Golem counters the Mortar. But against Bait counters, you want to rely more on your Mortar to take out the tower. Alright, so at number 3, I have the Hog Executioner deck. This deck is very effective on ladder, it's easy to level up the Hog Rider, and the Goblins provide a very effective push. In addition, it has 3 spells, so it can counter Bait relatively well. Again, the main point of this deck is to consistently cycle your Hog Rider and get 1 to 2 hits on the tower each time. Eventually, if you do get the tower low enough, you can even Fireball cycle. One thing I do need to point out is though, in the current meta, you should never start the match with a Hog at the bridge because too many people are prepared to face Hog and have many Hog counters in the deck. Alright, so in number 2, I have the Giant 3 Musketeers deck. Again, this deck is all commons and rares, so with enough patience, you can easily level up and max out your cards. You should play this like a normal 3 Musketeers deck. Try and get elixir collectors up until the 1 minute mark, and after that, just focus on mounting giant, no pun intended, pushes with double lane pressure. Giant plus Musketeer on one lane and 2 Musketeers in Battle Ram in the other is going to be your ideal push. This deck even has a bit of the Bait element as well, and the Giant can counter most siege decks, so it is a relatively well-rounded deck, but it is quite hard to learn and master. So finally guys, for the best deck to reach Arena 12, I have the Golem Beatdown deck. Now this deck, it is quite legendary heavy, but if you're just trying to get to Arena 12, you obviously don't need high level legendary cards. Just level 1 legendaries can easily get you to 4,000 trophies and above. Obviously this again is a Golem Beatdown deck, so the game plan is to pump up as much as you can before double elixir time. Don't be afraid to take a lot of tower damage, especially to get an elixir advantage and mount a larger push. Now, I don't think P.E.K.K.A is that popular in the lower arenas, but if I am wrong, this deck can still very easily overcome a P.E.K.K.A if played right. Alright guys, so that is all I have time for in today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like as well as a subscription to my channel, and as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.